Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is proposal seminar, the effect of competence and work discipline on performance through job satisfaction as a medicine variable at Honoris Industry Company, Bogor City. Supervisor, Supervisor 1, Tuti Seribulan MSI, Supervisor 2, Agung Wahyu Handar STMM, by Nispi Yani Sya'banniah, Master of Management, State University of Jakarta. Chapter 1, Introduction. Background. Performance is always related to productivity in the company. Of course, every worker has abilities based on knowledge and skills, competence that are appropriate for their work motivation, and performance satisfaction, as well as having personalities, attitudes, and behavior that can affect their performance. Wibawa. So, this performance is closely related to competence, work discipline, and job satisfaction. PT Honoris Industry, which is often called Hori with an address in Bogor City, is the company that produces bulbs or black bulbs. In 2023, this company has a production target, but it has not been achieved. This is because in that year, the level competence, work discipline, and job satisfaction of these employees is low. This is about one production that in 2023. Average result not achieved. Next, table 20, table 2, production complaint training in 2021 to 2023. The company must conduct training for employees to have competence, but training is not carried out regularly. Only a few training participants and the training material is general, not specific to production part. Several 3, employee attendance rate in 2023. If the percentage of the attendance rate 0 to 2% is still good. If is if it is 3% to 10%, that the attendance is highly poor. This means the employees is not disciplined at work. Therefore, research are interested in the conducting the research. Next, problem formulation. Does competence affect employee performance? 2, does work discipline affect employee performance? 3, does job satisfaction affect employee performance? 4, does competence affect job satisfaction? 5, does work discipline affect to satisfaction? 6, does competence affect employee performance through job satisfaction as a mediating variable? 7, does work discipline affect employee performance through job satisfaction as a mediating variable? Research objectives. 1, to analyze and explain the influence of competence and employee performance. 2, analyze and explain the influence of work discipline on employee performance. 3, to analyze and explain the effect of job satisfaction on employee performance. 4, to analyze and explain the influence of competence and job satisfaction. 5, to analyze and explain the influence of work discipline on job satisfaction. 6, to analyze and explain the influence of competence and employee performance through job satisfaction as mediating variable. 7, to analyze and explain the influence of work discipline in employee performance through job satisfaction as mediating variable. Research benefit. 1, theoretical benefits in the Harvard in can of the discourse of development of human resource management knowledge about performance. 2, practical benefits. This research is expected to be means to the application of the knowledge and the theories of state in developing the concept of human resource behavior in improving employee performance in company. 2, theoretical review. Theoretical background performance. Performance is a result of work behavior that has been achieved in completing the tasks and responsibilities given in certain period. Kesnet. Performance in indicator and quantity, implementation of duties and responsibilities Mangkunegara. Competence is basic characteristic of a person who dedicates his work of thinking, behaving, and draw calculation that can be made and mediated by a person at certain time. Khairudin. Competence in Sudagars are knowledge, expertise, and attitude. Edison work discipline. Discipline is in pretty simple and police represent to the result that have been set by this leadership in the company. Norawati. Discipline indicators are goals, abilities, remuneration, leadership example, justice, discipline, legal satisfaction, performance, and human relation. Hasibuan. Job satisfaction. Job satisfaction in the attitude of each individual regarding work done every day. Job satisfaction indicator are the job itself, salary, leadership, and knowledge. Promise and judge. Next, based on based on relevant research, the results show the competence and work discipline influence performance through job satisfaction. Next, theoretical framework and theoretical development. The effect competence on performance. Warsono dan Surdayana, Yulia, Subari, and Hannes prove the competence has a significant effect on performance. Meanwhile, the research of Richard and Wei Huan instead that competence does not have positive and significant effect to performance. The effect of work discipline and performance, Tukti and Arif, Stanley, Norawati, and Andriani said that discipline has an influence and significant on performance. The effect of job satisfaction on performance, Nur Ahmad and Rini Charles and Ona, Yuan and Muhammad, absent result that job satisfaction has positive and significant effect in employee performance. Meanwhile, the research of Kilgifley and Iksan states that job satisfaction is a positive influence on performance, but does not have a significant effect on performance. The effect of competence of on job satisfaction, Khairia and Setio, Gilles and Sendo said that competence has a positive and significant influence on job satisfaction. Meanwhile, the research of Firmansyah and Ida said that there is no influence of competence on job satisfaction. The effect of discipline on satisfaction, sobriety of all Mohsen environment that work discipline has a significant effect on job satisfaction. Meanwhile, Putri and Kustini research shows that work discipline has no effect on job satisfaction. The effect of competence prevents job satisfaction, Hidayat at all at work. Lila, Martiani, and Mahdani Prashanto said that competence has a positive and significant influence on employee performance through job satisfaction. The effect of work discipline on performance through job satisfaction, Rafika, Windy, Asuti, and Oki Edward at all stop that work discipline has a positive and significant influence on employee performance through job satisfaction. From the theoretical framework above, the hypothesis in the study is hypothesis 1. Competence has a direct positive and significant effect on performance. Hypothesis 2. Work discipline has a direct positive and significant effect on performance. Hypothesis 3. Competence has a direct positive and significant effect on job satisfaction. Hypothesis 4. Work discipline has a direct positive and significant effect on job satisfaction. Hypothesis 5. Job satisfaction has a direct positive and significant effect on performance. Hypothesis 6. Competence has an indirect positive and significant effect on performance through job satisfaction. Hypothesis 7. Competence and indirect positive and significant effect on performance through job satisfaction. Cancellation in clash between variable. Independent variables or X. Variable are variables that might cause influence or have and effect and hot and cold as well. The independent variable is this such as competence X1, work discipline X2. Dependent variable are variables that dependent on independent variable. This both variable are the outcome or the result of the influence of independent variable as well. The one variable in this study involving performance. The moderating variable intervening variable is moderation variable is intermediary independent variable to bound variable. The moderation variable in this study is job satisfaction. This is a bigger research constellation. Chapter 2, Research Method. Term and price of research. The job of the research employee of honors industry company, which is collected on Raya Sukabumi Street, kilometers 2, like World Halls, Tuluk Pinang, District Ciawi, Regency, Bogor, West Java. These research was carried out for 3 months, starting from July to September 2024. Research design. The research method used in study in quantitative approach. The quantitative approach, according to Sisman and Canuck, is related to methods of collecting data, sample design, and construction of data set instruments for the type of data used in quantitative research. The dominant is present in the form of numbers. Sekarang instruments used in the research method used in study in is a quantitative approach. The quantitative approach, according to Shipman and Canuck, is related to methods of collecting data, sample design, and construction of data set instruments. From the types of data used in quantitative research, the dominant is present in the form of numbers. Sekarang, instruments used. Population and sample, Slovin's formula, information, number of samples, number of population, margin of error. Then up to respondents, instrument development competency, conceptual definition, competency in defining as the ability, skill, and knowledge in carrying out works that achieve company goals effectively and efficiently. Traditional definition, the indicator used the study according to several experts, namely Bowo, Sharudin, Edison, Robbins, Busro, and Andriani, which are calculated to include knowledge, skill, and attitude. Table 3 is of considerable instruments, competence. This is a knowledge, skill, attitude. One, have knowledge that supports the job. Two, have a willingness to approve knowledge. Skill. One, have technical expertise in accordance with the field of work handled. Two, have the ability to identify problems and find solutions. Three, attitude. One, have the initiative to help quality. Two, have the friendliness and courtesy in carrying out work. Next, work discipline, conceptual discipline. Definition. Discipline is defined as a person's behavior or attitude to carry out activities in accordance with the regulation in company, both working and working voluntarily. Version definition, the indicator user used according to reservoir expert, namely Sutrisno, Dewi Harjoyo, Hasibuan, Agustini, and Rifai, which were include presence of the tourists on time. Verbal work discipline dimension presence. Indicator high frequency of attendance, low absenteeism rate, obey the rules, obey the available rules, following orders from superiors, on time, come to work on time, able to carry out work on time. Instrument development, job satisfaction, concept and definition, job satisfaction can be defined as a pleasant feeling for a person for the work do does. So that there is motivation in the work. Operational definition is indicator used in this study according to several experts, namely Sinambela, Sadarmayanti, Widodo, Kolkit, Invibowo, Apandi, and Norawati, which were concurred leaders, CEO workers, and witches. Verbal job satisfaction dimension having a boss, employee work, participant in work. So workers have sportive college at work to have fun coworkers, which is one getting knowledge this is capable to manage to get fair wages. Employee instrument development for employee performance. Performance in the event is the result of person work of the overall quality and quantity of given for the support and goals within the company. Operation definition, the indicator used is in the study according to the several expert, namely Mangkunegara, Bangun, Dharma, Kashmir, and Hidayat, which are conflict in called quality, quantity, and effectiveness. Variable performance, dimension quality, indicator completing work according to its quality, relation good in according with okay. Quantity able to produce according to be target to able to produce with the number of cycles. Effectiveness one optimizing the use of technology to raw material usage rate. Data collection techniques, study books, literature obtained from books, journal, and scientific work related to the subject matter being research. Field studies conducted interview, observation, and distributing questionnaires and instruments in this study measurement the accurate outputs using direct scale with a score of 5 months, namely answer score. Strongly agree for the full 3, disagree 2, strong disagree 1. That data analysis technique the data management is the study will a smart software. This analysis then carried out are useful of matter analysis. Comparationality and individual reflexive measure is said to be high if it correlates uh, 7 with this construct to be measured while according to chain code by Imam Ghazali and other learning value between 5 to 6 is considered sufficient. Discriminability if the correlation of a construct with a measuring item is greater than the size of another construct, then it shows that the bulk size in better than other blocks. Composite reliability, if the first average 7, it can be said the construction has high reliability. Combination alpha, a variable can be relatively reliable if it has a Cronbach alpha value 7. Data analysis technique. T statistic using an alpha degree of 5 version or the critical value set for statistics referring to the statistic value determination of then the hypothesis of the level of significance is acceptable. R square value R value say five independent latent influence on the large dependent less variables depend. Two, score R value independent latent influence of the medium intermediate independent latent variables independent. Three, R square independent latent influence on the independent latent variable is identified. P square is independent that's independent latent influence is weakly dependent let. Two is dependent that the independent latent influence the moderate dependent latent variable. Three, it is independent they fit the dependent latent influence, a large dependent latent variable. First, parent inflation factor, what? Then there is a collinearity problem in the correlation model. If then R is no collinearity problem in the correlation model, hypothesis testing, direct effective analysis, whether coefficient where if the value of whether coefficient is positive, then then the inflation of an independent variable on the dependent variable is unidirectional. Unidirectional. If the value of the coefficient is negative, then influence of the variable on the dependent variable in opposite. Probability is significant. What? Then the effect on the variable is significant too. Then the effect on the variable is not significant. This is you can see. Next, indirect effect analysis. In this indirect effect analysis, it showed that there's the hypothesis of the indirect influence of an independent variable on dependent variable of methods. By variables intervening, this indirect influence can be seen from the result both swapping the specific and indirect effect come by knowing the purpose of how the role of the intervening variable affect the independent variable to the dependent variable. Thank you. Thanks for watching and sorry. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.